What's kicking, chicken? I'm sitting outside with the puppy dogs enjoying a nice evening. It's nice weather and sunny and prettyful. Okay, here you go. How you doing? I'm telling you, do any of y'all remember that cartoon from MTV, Daria? It was like the late 90s, early 2000s. Anyway, that's kind of feeling. I'm kind of feeling like Daria. La 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 la. Anyway, I'm hungry, so I'm heating up my food. It's 11 o'clock, and then I'm gonna run home. And I'm working on a report, so I'll eat and work on this report. And then I'm gonna run home and let Lou out. And then I was running a contest here for like it was a contest of people to see who could lose the most weight in a 12-week period. And we had a winner, so I'm gonna go meet with her and give her her monies. Anyway, microwave's beeping. Be right back. Oh, look at this shirt I got at the thrift store. And there's the sleeves and this fun little neckline. Hang on, you gotta. There we go. Anyway, it's a nice amount of looseness, and it's all right. But I think the sleeves are cute and the neckline's cute. Oh, and look at this. Okay, I may have, gone on a little mild spending spree, but look at this necklace that I got. It's so our pastor was talking about how for the early Christians, like in the first 300 years, the Christians used a few different symbols. And, like some of them was the fish, but he said they would not have used the cross because to them that was a bad symbol, because their people were being killed on the cross. And so they would not have used the cross originally because, that would just trigger their remember different family members, and it'd be kind of, I guess, like using a firearm instead, as a semblance. But anyway, so beside that, my preacher was saying on a couple weeks ago, he was saying that one of the symbols was the anchor, and he said they found that was in the first 300 years that was the most common one among the many. So I bought a couple different anchor necklaces just for fun, just for me. And but anyway, so this one, I wore one yesterday, and today this one, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's hard to see, but that's Jesus. I don't know if you can. Where's his head? Well, his head is right underneath the little jobber. Anyway, so I went on Amazon and I got it. So I got a couple different anchor necklaces. I'm like, I'm anchored to my Jesus. So anyway, I got my salad as usual. Last night's Terri, she remembered to bring some to work. So, it's funny, they're not triggering. When my nurses a while ago asked me if I wanted some, oh dang, I need a fork. She asked me if I wanted a pecan or blueberry, and I'm like, nope, because pecans, they just trigger me and I can't eat them. And anyway, and so, but then I was thinking, those edamame, they don't trigger me. And last night, Palmy, one of my friends, she sent me a video of how this guy buys them and eats them. Now, I looked and my Walmart doesn't sell raw, unfrozen edamame. The only kind you can buy is frozen. So I guess for those of you who eat edamame, they're in the pods, and if they're frozen, do you just like put them in a bowl and let them defrost? I just don't know how that works. But anyway, this guy was showing like his looked like they were not frozen. So I guess I could put them in a bowl and just let them sit in the refrigerator until they defrost. I don't know. Tell me, you all who use edamame, please tell me, because yes, I know I could pause and Google it, but I ain't going to. So help a sister out. Anyway, so he had the pod, and he dipped it down in this like it had some soy and some chili sauce and some things. He dipped it, and then he was working the soy beans out of the shell, because he said you don't eat the shell, which, remember, one of y'all told me to go get some edamame. That turned out so not good. Hang on. Reason why I'm bringing that up is because last night's Terri did not season her steak. Now, that's okay, because last night's Terri did do me a solid and sent me some edamame. So, sometimes you gotta pick your battles with yourself. And, if you do something nice for yourself, I'll be nice later on. So, all right. Now, got some seasonings on it. I still can't help it. La, 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 la. This is about the length of her hair, too, but I think hers was, like, more straight. Anyway. All right, so, and last night's Terri, she was a little bit on the lazy side. She just cut the steak into strips. So, is what we got to do. So that's what I'm eating today, my salad and steak strips. That's all I really know. I need to keep working on this report, and so that way I can get home and let the dogs out, and then go meet that lady. So, all right, bye. I delivered the prize, and while I was out, I did it smartly this time, okay? I went by Scooters, and what I asked for was a sugar-free, I said a drip, or, saying today's coffee, and I said, but I need it to be sugar-free, and they're like, well, the coffee of the day has sugar in it, but we can give you such and such coffee, and it won't have sugar, and then we can just put some sugar-free flavoring in it. I said, perfect. So I did that, and then they put in a splash of half and half. So it's definitely not what I was drinking before. I could tell you that much. So so now we know, if you go somewhere, just get the plain black coffee and tell them what sugar-free syrup you want in there. So, or just make it yourself. But anyway, so yeah, so now I know what to say. I got some monk fruit. I'll put a little squirt of monk fruit in it. Can you see them? There they are. My eyebrows are like, hey, what's you doing? Hey, what's your name? Do you remember when you were a kid? I remember the dumbest stuff from when I was a kid. Do you remember whenever we used to go, I got a wig on, and I can't, my hair's a little too, it's not rough enough, but we'd be like, got a wig on, my wig is loose. We used to do it all the time when we were kids. We were so dorky kids. Anyway, I also remember we would take our mama's slip. My sister would like her slip. I liked her bloomers because the split slip, because then you had two sides. You had a leg and a leg. They were clean. Don't be getting all freaked out about it. But yeah, so we take her split slip. And so, and like I said, it's like bloomers, and then put them on my head, or I'd take my own pajamas, but whatever. And so I would have two sides, and my sister just wanted one long side in the back. Okay, bye. Hey, how you doing? I'm home now. Mr. Hungry Boy is right here with me. He's been licking that cone. I'm telling y'all, I can't get in it to get a picture, but last night I lifted it up to get a better look. It's pretty open. Thankfully, he goes to the vet. I drop him off at 7:30 in the morning, so maybe it's fine. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be, but it is looking worse than it did last time, so we'll see what they say. But anyway, yeah, but you would never know it. You know what I mean? This boy is one tough boy. I know he went through a lot whenever they first found him. I got a video about each of my dogs and how I got them and what their past was like. So I have a playlist called Non-Food Terri, and or you can just do Terri Leist Callie, You know, you can look them up. But yeah, I have a playlist, or I have the story about each of my dogs and how they were found and all that good stuff. So he's got a story, that's for sure. So tonight it's 220 grams. I don't know how much Ziggy, how many ounces is 220 grams?
220 grams is about 7.8 ounces.
Oh, so 7.8 ounces. I got ketchup on it. Hang on, there's some juices on here. Y'all know I'm just country. Heck, half the time when we get done, I'm licking my plate. I just wait till you're not on there, till you're not around. I have some self-respect. Not a whole lot, but some. Got my burger and cookies and cream and chocolate electrolytes. I ran this thing 3 times and it's still a little clumpy. It's a good flavor. Had to kind of push through the tomato that was on top of my burger. Well, ketchup. My electrolytes. This is one of those drinks that whoever you are sent me. It's this one is mango orangeade, and then my electrolytes. Gotta wash out the chocolate. Look at that boy. Ooh, yeah, buddy. And with the salt, I'm telling you, it's like, if you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. Oh wait, no. Something Margaritaville. Either way, that's what it tastes like. Don't be judging me. I don't know my songs. I don't know my drinks. Anyway, I know I'm hungry. Man, and I'm kind of sad because, oh, dang it. I'm sad because this is all I get from my calories because I had that dadgum steak at lunch. So I've got to figure out. I mean, I have more steaks, but I'm gonna have to adjust my mind because I don't have any more of the really lean meat, I don't think. So if I'm gonna be, starting to use up my 80-20 and 73% stuff, I'm gonna have to adjust my eyes to a smaller amount. Because I totally understand. Some people say, calories don't matter. They do for me. I stalled 7 months and then I started tracking calories and lo and behold, I lost 90-something pounds. So hang on just a second. Okay. Oh, look. He gave up. Look at him. He's going to sit over there and keep his eye out. He's watching the neighborhood. I would love to hear him bark again or howl. Maybe he'll do it. He's looking the inside of that cone. Poor baby. He's so hungry and thirsty. Well, not thirsty anymore because I got that. I mean, he just drank a whole bunch of water, but he's definitely hungry. I get like that when I'm on steroids too. Except I'm more than hungry. I get hangry. And he ain't bitten me yet, so he's just hungry. Although it's funny. If I go reach down to pet him or wipe off his face, he's like, and I'm like, that's my finger, buddy. That's all. Reach to pet him. And he's just a dadgum gentle. I'm telling you. Each one of these dogs is special. They really are. But they each have their own special thing, This girl's special because she puts up with all these dumb boys. And she gives Sammy a run for his money. When they're playing. And Sammy's just kind of that mother hen. You know, make sure everybody's doing okay and everybody's got what they need, you know. Baxter's loving, but he's still weird. He fights his inner self because he knows he's a Great Pyrenees, so he wants to guard and all that stuff, but then he's mixed with something else, and I think he questions whether or not he should bite. But it's me and him. At nighttime, he just wants to cuddle up to me. We used to cuddle on the couch, but he hadn't in a while. I won't do it. You know I want to, but I won't. Hang on just a second. Okay. Yes, I did. Yes, I am that person. I don't care. Oops, sorry, Callie. I am that person. And then what I do, I'm just telling y'all, I'm being real with y'all. I eat my food, then I got floss my teeth, and then I eat my creamy. That's my typical routine. But, hang on. Now, and then I gotta wash it out. Gotta get as much washed down and out because I gotta chug this. I won't finish it right now, but and then I can eat my creamy. Now I'm letting you in on all my secrets for the evening time. It's like we're really eating together now. But I promise if you were here with me, I probably wouldn't lick my plate. I wouldn't lick my plate in front of my mama either. I'd be going, and she'd pop me on the back of that head, and I'd end up biting my tongue. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you later. And don't forget, tomorrow morning at 7:30, I drop Lou off at the vet. So, bye. Here are my macros for the day. This is total carbs, and you can see my calories and my protein, and out there is net carbs. Bye, guys.